Hello, this is John Person. Just wanted to share with you some of this exciting information and how this really powerful tool that's been introduced to TradeShark can help you in your trading. This particular volume indicator helps us to determine whether or not a market has that sustainability in making further gains or if the market has petered out and has lost its momentum. In fact, this is the only place that I have created this indicator. It's a very powerful tool. I use this in my own trading in understanding whether or not markets, like I say, have further momentum. One of the things that's intriguing is that whenever we get into trades as traders, one of the things that we wonder is the market sustainable in its upside move? And what this tool does is help us to identify if we see volume coming into the market. We're going to see a moving average crossover. We're going to see a zero line histogram. And as you can see, these blue lines down here, they are above the zero line. And then as we start to see the market trend higher, we can see easily with this tool two things. Is the short-term moving average of volume above the longer term? That's the green versus the blue line. So when the green line is above the blue line, as you see here, we can determine that there is short-term volume momentum and there is longer-term positive momentum behind the market. Number two, we also have that zero line indicator, which will help to determine the moving average crossover. So it's easier to spot that the positive volume is in the market and we have money flow or participation in the market. And then here's where I think the trick is for a lot of traders. They see a little pullback and they get a little bit nervous whether or not they should get out of the trade or stay with the trade. Well, the key is also looking at the moving average components. Look at the direction. What direction are those moving averages pointing? They're pointing up. And what that shows is that there is still strong volume momentum behind the market and that we have positive momentum and there's additional ability for further gains in a stock. And that, my friends, is the power behind using this volume momentum indicator. Here's another trade example. Hewlett-Packard been under a lot of pressure, but as we started to see the technology space start to evolve in the beginning of the second quarter here in 2015, one of the stocks that we saw was a laggard, Hewlett-Packard, which we picked up relatively cheaply, had a low risk makeover. One of the things that helped us to determine this value and pick up in this stock was the fact that we started to see that new lower valuation in pricing. But as we noted that there was new lows coming in the price, as I'm illustrating with the arrows, notice what the volume histogram was sharing with us. Why is that the fact that if this market is selling off and making new lower lows than back in early March, note that we are starting to see the volume longer term start to loosen itself or lighten up on that sell-off. What really helped us was to identify a buy signal when we came in with a new fresh buy signal coming into the marketplace. It gave us the idea that we started to see the short-term moving average cross over the longer-term moving average of volume, and we had already had a buildup of convergence within the histogram component. Then, of course, we got a volume spike of making new higher highs and thus a nice trade to the upside. We still have positive convergence of the volume. So a nice low risk trade, and just another example of how this tool can help us to confirm and spot some decent setups in this market. So this is a tool that is amazing to help us to understand whether there is further gains or if the market has lost its momentum and it's time to step off the train, so to speak. So we hope that this example helps you to pick up some opportunities along the way that, again, is exclusive indicator in the TradeShark trading platform.